Today we're talking about structuring the imagination. Now, this is important because you don't want to get lost within vocabulary, meaning how you are interpreting and interacting with some type of stimulus. Okay. You can make shit a little ethereal, meaning the experience of how you internalize and actualize a phenomenon. It will be more so on a grand scheme of a movie internally. Okay, but you got to understand objects and how objects are relating to your perception, so you can truly understand the forms or the the actual stimuli that are causing a fucking event in the first place. Okay, and what I mean by a stimuli is a thing that is just evoking some type of quality or characteristic. And from this quality and characteristic, the reason why you focus upon it is because it's in alignment with your value within a current moment. So from you interacting with some type of stimulus, okay, and that stimulus in itself is like its own person. From you interacting with that stimulus, the first form is always wisdom. Wisdom as being where you are and how you are relating to the environment and that particular thing. The thing is being the stimulus, which in this context, look at it as the subject. So how you are relating to the subject and what you are trying to go to, okay, your destination relative to the subject. So coming to a conclusion. So this is about understanding the relationship between a stimuli or the relationship of the elements that are constituting a stimulus, so that you don't be lost in the words, dude. Words as being your vocabulary and all those words that get you scary and get you lost in those internal dialogues and shit like that. And if you think that the mind is supposed to be used that way, it's really not, but you can use it that way. But I'm just here to show you something a little better, you know what I'm saying? So you can be a little free. But with that being said, you got to understand your perception relative to a stimulus. That's really about it. That's how you structure your imagination. Now, what is perception? Perception is really all about time and you know how to see the opportunity. So you got to know how to use the body. If you not using the body to for spiritual errands is being transforming your psyche, and you transform your psyche by understanding your perception relative to a stimulus. So if your mind is interacting with a stimulus from the vicinity of fear and all those dumbass energies, then dude, it's about analyzing that. So doing a little shadow work, and after you analyze the problem, you put the body in the problem. And whenever you put the body in the problem in the environment that triggers that shit, whenever the experience happens, the event happens, you plant the seed with you. Who was you? The awareness, the thing, the agent, the motherfucker that's bringing the body into an environment for a reason. And what is this reason? To transform yourself. So all you gotta do is just watch the event, and that is the seed itself. You, nigga. So that's the first dimension, and that's how you start to transform their perception. And from there, you get wisdom and knowledge from that particular awareness. And from that particular awareness, you start to get knowledge and wisdom over the stimulus and the objects around it, and how those components simultaneously are connecting with the components within your psyche, within now, meaning the body, what you're carrying to another position. So even though that event sparks and triggers that specific event, you can still experience the specific event internally because you understand what triggered it internally. by you putting the body in an external environment. You get what I'm saying? So this is how we start to structure the imagination. You see, because you have to have the knowledge, and then when you have the knowledge and the wisdom, guess what you can do now? You have the power. You have the power to fuck with your imagination. That simple, on God.